Well, the PS5 and Xbox Series X editions of GTA Online finally came out last night. And in today's video, I wanted to go over one of the new features, the Career Builder. Now, I know most people are probably going to be just transferring their character because obviously you've already played through GTA Online, you already have money, you already have levels, already have all of your stuff. But if you're crazy and you have already done that and you want to start fresh, you can do this, go through the Career Builder to start over. Or if you're just a new player and you're going through it for the first time, there's a couple of options in here. Some of them are good and some of them are bad. And I just want to go over what sort of the best things you can choose in this Career Builder. So this is what it looks like. This is what you are first brought to when you decide to choose, if you don't end up transferring your character. You have $4 million at the top right, and then you have 4 different options to start with. There's the executive option, which is the CEO office, the gun runner, which is the bunker, the nightclub owner, of course, that's the nightclub, and then the biker, you get a clubhouse. Now, I'm just gonna talk generally here. The nightclub owner and the biker are the worst, at least to start, because you don't end up getting as much out of them as you would with the executive or the gun runner. The nightclub is good if you have a bunch of other businesses. It's not really that great if it's the sole business you have. That's why it's not really that good. And the biker one, while it does have some nice features, the business side of it, it doesn't really make you that much money. Although I will say, and I haven't tested this yet, because I also started over in GTA Online and I have like $200,000. I'm level 5. But people were reporting that the biker nightclub, or the biker and nightclub missions, the cell missions, actually were paying like 25% more. So it's possible Rockstar buffed those missions, but at the moment, I'm not entirely sure. And even with those buffs, I don't think those options are really that good. So what we're left with is either the executive or the gun runner. Now, what I ended up doing, I ended up choosing the gun runner because I personally think that is the best decision. But what you'll see, so when you choose whatever category you want, then you're brought into the next screen. And this is where you can start choosing to spend your money. Now, the way this Career Builder works, because, well, Rockstar, they don't want us to have too much money in GTA Online. You have to at least spend $3 million in this Career Builder. You can spend it whatever way you want. You don't have every single thing like at your disposal. There's only like a limited number of properties, a limited number of vehicles and weapons, but you do have to spend 3 mil. So the way you should go about this Career Builder is to try and find the options basically that add up to 3 mil. So you can start with 1 mil, the maximum amount in GTA Online. You don't want to be a level 5 with literally no money. So for the gun running here, we'll come back to the executive, but the gun running, like I said, I personally think is the best, especially if you end up choosing the Shumash location. It's one of the cheapest bunker locations, and it's also sort of in the middle of the map. It's on the far left-hand side on that highway, but it's not actually all the way up near Fort Zancudo. It's literally just in the middle, which is going to be so helpful when you're doing these missions, driving to the city or driving to Paleto Bay. You don't have to go as far. So I guess maybe that's like the first tip. If you're doing the gun running, for sure pick the Shumash bunker if you are trying to do this the most efficient way possible to save as much money and to get as much money in the end. Now I'm actually going to go back here and show the executive. Now the reason I didn't actually choose the executive is because when you go to the options here, you don't actually get all of the executive offices. You only get the Arcadius Business Center and the Maze Bank West, which are that one's the cheapest CEO office. And you can see you actually have a couple of different options here. So like you can just choose the CEO place. You can choose it with a safe. You can choose it with a gun locker. The Maze Bank West is the only one that actually comes with a 10-car garage. There's an option for that. And honestly, none of these CEO office options really like stood out to me as being that good. The one with the garage was probably the best, simply because if we are starting from scratch, it would be nice to have a 10-car garage. But I'm just going to tell you guys this. After I completed the tutorial, the game gave me a free 10-car garage. And I didn't realize that. So in the end, you probably don't even need to get a 10-car garage in this screen. Now with the executive, you can end up doing like the vehicle business, the import and export. You can do some of the other CEO crate missions. The problem though is you have to end up buying those properties as well. With this career builder, you get the CEO office, but you don't end up getting the other properties that the CEO office gives you access to, like the warehouses, like the import and export vehicle garage. And if you're starting from scratch, you're not going to get access to that, for a while because you're going to be broke. The way I see this career builder, and the reason I ended up going with the gun runner, is you want to choose something that will get you the Kasaka, which is the submarine, the fastest. I believe the cheapest Kasaka arrangement is like $2.2 million. And that will allow you to get access to the Cayo Perico heist, so you can do it yourself. And the Cayo Perico heist is the best paying thing in the game. It definitely is the best way to make money. So that's why you want to choose something that can just get you to that as the quickest as possible. And gun running probably is that. I believe a full gun running bunker, if you ended up getting it all the way, sells for like $2.2 million maybe. So, or maybe that's with double money. I think it might only sell for like 1.1, but still only a couple gun running sales basically. And then you're already at 2.2 mil. You could buy the Kasaka and then just forget about the gun running and then just continue grinding the Cayo Perico heist if you're trying to make money. But anyway, let's get back to the career builder because there are a couple of options. So like I said, I ended up choosing the Shumash bunker. Once you choose the location, then you get the upgrades. Now for this one specifically, I don't think these upgrades are really that great, except for the MOC. Most of these other upgrades are not really that useful. Like there's the personal quarters, the caddy is one of them. I don't know why you'd waste money on that. The gun locker in here as well. You can get some of the target practice things. None of those are really that good. The personal quarters, you don't really need that. The gun locker is nice to have, but I wouldn't spend the money on it right away. I'd wait until you do get enough money because it's not like you're going to be using the gun locker early on in GTA Online anyway, because you're not going to have that many guns unlocked. So for the upgrades screen here, I ended up just going with the MOC, and I'm going to explain why. The MOC is one of the best vehicles in the game. It takes like 80 missiles to explode it when you're just driving the truck. It's also pretty damn fast. It also doesn't have insurance, so if anyone blows you up, or I guess if you decide to blow it up yourself, or if you end up crashing into the water or something, you end up just destroying it, you don't have to pay insurance. You can call it through the interaction menu. Now, there's maybe some downsides because you can't use it, like, let's say, in certain missions and stuff, but the MOC is a very nice thing to own. And if we have to spend 3 mil in this screen, I think the MOC is one of the better options you can choose. It'll just help you get around GTA Online a lot easier, especially as a level 5. Just call your MOC and then for the most part, you're just not gonna die driving around. So yeah, for the upgrades, I would just stick to that if we're going with the gun runner. Next, we have the vehicle section, and don't be like me. I thought we could maybe just skip this section because I didn't really see any vehicles I liked. The best vehicles are obviously the most expensive, and I didn't want to waste too much money because you can see the top right, we only really have maybe like $100,000 left that we want to spend so we can have $1 million left over. But Rockstar probably realized that you have to actually buy one of these vehicles. So I just bought the cheapest one. I think it was like the $23,000 truck. Probably could just find it on the street, but like I said, it's just literally to check the boxes. And then we get into the weapons. And here, again, it's not all of the weapons. This, you could be a little bit more lenient on, what you choose. I actually went a little bit over, or I guess under 1 mil, because I bought like a couple of different weapons. I think I went with the homing launcher. I think that's a good one to have. The sniper, it's not the best. So it's the one that you can spam. You can't really zoom in with the scope, which is a little annoying, but I thought it might be nice to have, and it was only like, I think 15,000. You can of course buy some of these other ones that are super cheap. The ARs, basically whatever you want here. Unfortunately, there was no AP pistol, so like you don't have access to that from here. You're gonna have to go buy that at the shop. But the weapons, that's kind of just up to you. But in the end, after we done all that, we were left with $970,000. Not exactly a mil, but close enough. And I personally think this is the best route to go to maximize this career builder. Now, what ends up happening, like I said, so once you do that, then it brings you to the little tutorial and you sort of go through the things you just built. Like it takes you to your bunker, it takes you to a couple other places. But one thing I didn't know, it actually gives you, the game gave me a free car. So if you were worried about not having a car because we picked the MOC and we didn't pick a good vehicle, I mean, look, they gave me a Penumbra. It's not the best car, but it's a car. So like we can at least get around without using the MOC. Also, my thought process was we have $900,000 or $970,000. If we need a fast vehicle to get around, just buy a bike. There's very good bikes. I think I bought the Batty for like $20,000, if that. It might have only been like $13,000. That's another very cheap way to get a fast vehicle and to, you know, get something to be able to move around in. And actually, one thing, I unfortunately didn't get access to it, but if you end up deciding to transfer your character and then still start over and go through this career builder, people in my chat yesterday were telling me that you actually get the new Karen, what is it, the S95 completely for free. So that's like a $1.9 million supercar or sports car, whatever it is, that you get for free if you are a returning character. So I know that doesn't help, you know, if you're a new player, but that's another thing you get for free if you are trying to start from scratch. So you don't need to waste your money too much on the vehicles. Like I said, the goal of this career builder, if you want to just get up and running as quick as possible in GTA Online, is to get about $2 to $3, maybe even $4 million. Because what we're going to need is the Kasaka and then the Sparrow that is in the Kasaka. That is going to allow us to get the fastest amount of money possible by doing the Cayo Perico heist. And what I've shown, buying the gun running bunker, buying it in the Shumash area, and then finishing off the career builder with the MOC, I think that is going to be the fastest way to get that Kasaka. So hopefully this video helps you guys out. Actually, one final thing, in case for whatever reason you decided to go through the career builder, but then you decided, you know what, I don't like my options, let me go back and redo it. Apparently you can't. The career builder is a one-time thing. So if you end up going through the career builder, you don't like what you chose, and then if you delete your character and try and start from scratch and try and do this again, apparently you just start at level 0 with no money and nothing. So if you're going through the career builder, make sure you do it right. But now that's going to do it for the video. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully it helps you guys if you were going through this. Hopefully you can choose the best options here and start making money as soon as possible. Also, one more final thing I forgot to mention, the gun running bunker also gives you access to the Mark II weapons. So that's another benefit over the CEO office. The Mark II weapons are very good. And that's where the MOC comes in as well, because that's where you can actually customize the Mark II weapons and, you know, replenish your ammo and stuff. So that is another thing that makes the gun running bunker and the MOC very good. But yeah, now we're going to end the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please drop it a like if you enjoy. And if you have any other thoughts on this career builder, let us know in the comments down below. Thank you guys for watching. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.